Hi everyone, I'd like to introduce my Lego Delorean Transformer from the Back to the Future movies. His name is Space-Time. Of course, he's named after the space-time continuum. Anyway, let's take a look at Space-Time in his DeLorean mode. So, he actually rolls fairly nicely for some of the features you'll see later on. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. From the side, he looks pretty good. He's pretty smooth. From the front, you can see his bumper, his headlights. He's got no windshield, but I'm okay with that. He's got the hoses and some of this time-traveling technology here. He's got the big vents in the back. These white pieces are supposed to represent his license plate. He's got tail lights, he's got a bumper, he's actually even got some exhaust pipes in the back. Pretty happy with those details. In addition, he has the Mr. Fusion from the second Back to the Future movie. Overall, he looks pretty good from the top. Not too gappy. I mean, he's got some gaps where the gull wing doors are, but that's okay because they actually open up. It's got a little bit of detail inside for the engine in the back there. Underneath, not too much to give away robot mode. He's a little hollow in some of the underneath parts, but not too bad overall, I'd say. So yeah, let's get to some of the other features here. So like I mentioned before, the gull wing doors actually open, which I was pretty happy with. That was one of my goals when I was designing this guy. So you can open both sides here to reveal my subpar Doc and Marty. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that feature. The wheels also fold out like they did in the second Back to the Future movie. So let's show that. First I'll close the doors back up. Get these back down. Alright, so the wheels are on a series of ratchet joints. So basically you just keep unfolding until they're out, like so. The same with the front wheel. I'm pretty happy with how they actually fold out and down as well. That was kind of a goal of mine as well when I was designing this guy. So let's get the back ones down. There we go. Just kind of fold them out and down. They're a little tight on these hinges, but works out. And we'll get the front wheel. Alright, there we go. So now we have Space-Time in his kind of hover conversion mode there. So I think that turned out pretty good. I'm happy with how that looks. And alright, so let's get Doc and Marty out of here. And we'll get on to transformation. See if I can get him out without breaking anything. Alright, Marty, out you go, buddy. There you go. Off to the side. Get Doc out. And open this up. My pathetic attempt at a dock. There we go. I'm off to the side. Alright, we'll get right into transformation. So, what we need to do first is we have to get these windshield pieces out of the way. So we just kind of flip them up for now, like so. So we can work on the front of the car, which will become his legs. So first we just split the front, like so. And there's these tiles that form the front bumper. You just slide them out like that. Do that one as well. Then you reveal the ball joint that will eventually become his knee. And so you flip the whole hood out like that. And then you can actually slide those tiles right back in, snug against that ball joint. And then you can rotate the bottom portion of the leg or the hood of the car. Then we have the foot here, which is on a little ball joint. So you can flip that up. And we'll do the same on the other side. So you have to slide the tiles out, flip the hood open, slide the tiles back in, rotate the leg, flip up the foot, and the legs are mostly done. We'll have to deal with the wheels later. Now we're going to move on to the arms. So the arms form kind of the back of the car, so the back side of the car. So we open the arms up like that, and then there's his hand right there, that little black piece. So we bring that up like that, and then swing it out to form the hand. Then you just lift the forearm up, and it's on this maxi-fig hand right there. You just bring that whole part back down, and then you rotate the forearm. Flip this up, and you flip that like that. That is one arm done. We'll spin him around to the other side. Do the other arm. So just bring it out like that. Do the hand. Flip that up. Swing that out. We go like that. Bring the forearm up again. The maxi-fig hand. Bring it down. Flip that down. Actually, I can spin it around like that. This little piece, bring up like that. Bring that back down. There. That arm is pretty much done. Now, the back of the car will split to form the shoulders. But first, we have to do a couple things to get some clearance. So, actually, inside, I didn't show this inside before, but he's got some seats. That's where Doc was sitting there. And those seats, well, I'll show you after, but there's a little, I don't know if you can see that, like a little dashboard, speedometer there. And so that can fold down. Oops, sorry. It folds down, and also swings out, and folds down like that. And that forms the side of his hip. And then he's also got a little steering wheel on this side where Marty was sitting right there. And that does the same thing. That just folds down like so. And then you just swing it back out and form the other side of his hip. Bring that down like that. And then the seats where Doc and Marty were sitting, they can actually recline, but in this case they're going to fold down like that. And the other side, see if you can see that, it's hard with the black, but it'll fold down as well. Now we're going to fold these pieces up just to get some clearance for the shoulders. Oops, sorry, you can't see that, can you? Just flip these pieces up like that, get them out of the way. And see that hinge there? So I'm going to bring this 2 clicks up. 1, 2. Then we're going to collapse this wheel on itself using those hinges that do the mechanism for the conversion into hover mode. We'll do the same on the other side. See if I can do this, get this out of the way for you so you can see that. So this wheel is just going to fold up and into itself like that. There we go. And that should provide the clearance we need to now split the back of the car, which will then form his shoulders. And we're going to bring that down and this down too. It's a little bit tight, that's a new hinge. There we go. Alright, we're getting there. So now we are going to rotate the waist. So first there's a ball joint right there. We just untab that, and that frees up the waist to spin around like that, so that the bottom of the car then becomes the chest and abs there. Kind of bring his arms forward. We'll work on the back a little bit. So, I'm gonna go. See if I can move the camera up a bit. We're gonna spin the doors around like that to form kind of wings in the back. Do the same with the other one. So just rotate that around, bring it to the side. So the windshield pieces here, you just bring them in, kind of swing down a little. Same with the other side. You start bringing it down, swing it in. Alright, we are almost done. So these pieces here, you just bring down. Same with this one, like so. Okay. Just kind of situate him, stand him up. Now we have to deal with the wheels for the legs. So basically we just bring it, just kind of rotate the hinge back like that, so they're kind of out of the way. Do the same with the other one. There we go, and they're kind of hidden in the back there. And then, last but not least, we're going to bring up the head. Bring it forward like so. You can kind of tilt it if you want. So now we have Space-Time in his robot mode. I think it turned out pretty good overall. Let's get a couple closer shots here. Try to get his head, which is pretty simple. A little bit of a side view. He's actually got the flux capacitor on the back of his head. Speaking of flux capacitor, I tried to make his chest look like the flux capacitor. I think it turned out alright. It almost looks like he's got like abs there with those the anti-studs for his stomach. He's got his arms there, his legs, and his feet. So overall, I think he turned out pretty good. He's pretty articulate. He has ball joints for knees, ball joints at his feet. He's got ball joints on his hips, ball joints for his elbows, ball joints at his shoulders. He's got a T-joint for his head. He's actually got, he can spin his waist for transformation. So yeah, overall I think he turned out well. He looks pretty good from the side. The only thing I'm not so happy with is that his legs are kind of hollow. But he's got heel spurs, so at least he stands. I'm not happy with the kibble that the wheels form on the back of the legs, but it's alright. Doesn't really have much of a backpack. It's just kind of the wings that he has. He's got these big shoulders where the vents form. Again, he's got the flux capacitor in the back of his head, which is a little bit strange, but it's alright. So overall, I think even from the back, he looks pretty good. So yeah, let's do some size comparisons. So we'll do him next to Marty. And let's see here. Obviously, he's going to be quite a bit bigger than a minifigure. There he is there. And now we'll scooch him over and we'll get the old triple changer back in here. And we'll see how he compares to that. And he's definitely a lot taller than triple changer, definitely over a head. Doesn't even come up to his shoulders really. Which makes sense because triple changer, he's a 6 stud wide vehicle, and Space Time is an 8 stud wide vehicle, so he's a little bit bigger in robot mode. It makes sense. Let's compare him next to Optimus Prime here. Alrighty, let's see. There's Optimus Prime, who stands quite a bit taller than Space Time. Definitely over a head taller. But you'd expect that since Optimus turns into a truck and Space Time is a Delorean. So yeah, so let's get him out of there. Put Space Time back front and center. Alright, so that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.